Hello, hello good people. Welcome again to another edition of Conclusion. Conclusion, social awareness for change. Today, we are going to put into perspective the lifestyle, music, message, and purpose of Mr. T.O.S. LAJ, Boss LA, Mr. Monina Bank. Laj A Bad, who is popularly known as LAJ, is a born Sierra Leonean artist who has been making hits upon hits. Hits upon hits, bangers after bangers. But it begs the question, is LAJ a bad influence? According to sociologists, people around the world are too quick to judge others, especially when their values and beliefs contradict their religious, political, and cultural views about life. In order for us to be objective, we are going to look at these areas: the musical career of LAJ, his relationship with others, his attitude and behavior, and lastly, his contribution to society. The musical career of LAJ. It is no gainsay that LAJ has played a pivotal role in the evolution of hip-hop, though the average music lover don't know this ever-constant truth, especially when all they hear are stories of his controversies and struggles with rivals and haters. But before they stop to the revelation, let's share some history. Sierra Leone is a great nation. We are known for our blood diamonds, unique cultural heritage, and music. In the 70s, spanning through the 90s, people all over Africa and the world loved our sounds. Those days, Afrobeats, Congolese songs were making waves. For sadly, hip-hop wasn't appreciated, except by few who had visited the States and had tasted of it. In Sierra Leone, it was introduced by the godfather of Sierra Leone music, and the person of Jimmy B. Well, the title of godfather merely fits him because he was in the forefront of Sierra Leone music in the early 21st century. Or maybe my conclusion is as good as wrong. Jimmy B, Shadow Boxer, Daddy Saj, Yoke the Sniper are among those few brave hearts who conjured the spirit of hip-hop in Sierra Leone. These goals were cool, smooth, and semantic rappers. Their lyrics and voices were authentic, relating the dogmatic light and constant cries of Africa. Then came Carabinero, Super Laj, and the Black Leo team, fostering the same hip-hop culture. Baja needs to be mentioned also. Mark you, Carabinero dominated the rap game during the early 2000s, and Yuki 7 was bouncing back and forth as a more dominable figure. Then 2010, the advent of LAJ became good tidings. The TOS album was a big success for LAJ and for Sierra Leone. Hip-hop immediately turned around for good, and the rest is history. the lifetime best rap track in the history of Sierra Leone, Monina Bank, made the hip-hop game to be taxed at all. There has never been a hip-hop rapper in Sierra Leone who lived the hip-hop culture like LAJ. The dress code, color, gun, the attitude, the way he talks and behaves. Oh yes, LAJ was a big deal for many rappers. He brought in the beef style of rap, the beef, made the hip-hop game in Sierra Leone to be more interesting, although sometimes bad news were reported. LAJ has had success by doing other genre of music, such as R&B, dancehall, Afrobeats, reggae, you name it. Hence, LAJ is one of the most successful musicians in Sierra Leone, as he has earned a lot of accolades and awards, both in Sierra Leone and the diaspora. His relationship with people, his relationship with others is good. His fans like him a lot for being himself, and he has packed filled the Sierra Leone National Stadium on several occasions. Don't get it wrong, LAJ has a lot of influence in the Sierra Leone music industry, and fellow musicians have always had his back. His friends and family members like him also. LAJ is a philanthropist and has helped many street boys and girls find the meaning and purpose of their lives. His attitude and behavior. Every man has a unique personality that defines his actions into more specific traits and tendencies. LAJ is an alpha male. He is confident in the way he acts and does things. If an alpha male wants to talk to someone, nothing can stand in his way. The level of vulnerability that LAJ exhibits demonstrates this crucial truth that humanity by themselves lacks perfection. To me, LAJ has proved to be Tupac Shakur. The hip-hop game, is a thug life, a kind of Robin Hood situation, having the guts to risk and take back from those in power the belongings of the poor and oppressed, giving the poor, the less privileged and oppressed, freedom, self-determination, and some education about how the system works. The story behind LAJ's rise and constant hiccups with the law speak volume of how appalling both past and present government have been, how they have failed to make lives better for us Sierra Leoneans. And this is what Sierra Leoneans need to know. His contribution to society. LAJ has been a key figure, representing the plight and fears of those on the streets, whose society has categorized as failures and has discriminated against. LAJ has proved this. To the contrary, his message to those boys and girls on the streets is that society gonna hate you, but that's not gonna destroy your ambition to make it. ALHAJIAMADUBAH, aka LAJ, has been a strong opposition to bad governance. He has sang songs against bad governance and corruption. Some conspiracy theorists have it that LAJ is an APC because of his red flag movement. To this, he would reply, colors don't define political parties or persons. It's their mission and goodwill for the development of Momasalo. Indeed, the songs of LAJ has always put a smile of hope, faith, and joy on the faces of Sierra Leoneans. We love you, both LAJ, and will always do. Conclusion: social are reality for change.